heavy box. Whew. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name's Abby, or you can call me Spree, and welcome to my channel. I already said that, but that's okay. We have the return of the tea today. Today we're having just plain old jasmine. Nothing fancy, but sometimes a good jasmine's what you need. And boy, do I need it to carry this big thing around. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, what's in this giant box and why do you sound like you're out of breath? Well, that's because this box is over 40 pounds and it's filled with dozens upon dozens of notebooks that I've written over the years. So this box contains all of my first drafts of my main series, which is the Untold Chronicles. And I'm happy to announce today that the first book's online. Yes, you can read the first book in my main series on my Wattpad. I posted it earlier this year, probably in September-ish, August, September-ish, and I'm really excited to finally get around to making this video. This is actually like my third time recording this. So the first book is on Wattpad, and I'm excited to share that with you guys. It's not the first book that I have on Wattpad. The other book on there is Accessory Wars, which is the first book in my secondary series. For those of you wondering what the book is about, the first book of the Untold Chronicles follows the lives of Allie, Kevin, Manny, Ron, and Sam, where they kind of come together. You find out a little bit about Allie's backstory before she ends up meeting these four boys and the events that happen to have her take them under her wing as apprentices to train to become rangers, which are the good people of the galaxies, while the bad guys of the galaxies, the raiders, continue to wage a centuries-long war against the two main factions. There's also roamers, who are the neutral party in there, and a lot of this war is brought about by the Black Lady, who is the main villain of the series. And no, I did not know that's the same name as Sailor Moon character until many years later, because I started this book series in 2006, and I did not watch Sailor Moon, well, actually Sailor Moon Crystal, until 2010, 2011, so I did not know about that. Sorry. But anyways, so that's the first book of the main series. Throughout the rest of the series, it's them going between the different cities, which are the different names for the different worlds, doing various things. Some of them they'll be fighting a local threat, some of them political unrest, others they'll be fighting raiders, some of them they have to help out cities that don't know about the rest of the galaxies. Sometimes it's just meeting new characters, sometimes it's a prison break. You never know what's gonna happen, especially since the series is so dang long. If you're not into high fantasy and magic and different languages and that kind of stuff, I probably wouldn't recommend it. If you're looking for a more contemporary kind of fantasy-ish, sci-fi-ish, superpower-ish kind of a story, I'd say check out the Accessory Wars. Accessory Wars follows four main characters, Key, Jay, Felisa, and Cammy, and they come in pairs. So Felisa and Cammy is a pair, Jay and Key is a pair. And it kind of follows their stories until they intertwine into one, and how they become friends, the different threats that they have to face throughout it, and also kind of facing their pasts to kind of reconcile with themselves in the future. In this world, there's two different kinds of people. There's the illicits and there's the accessories. And the illicits are the 1% of the population, and the 99% is all the accessories. And what the illicits do is they're able to use energy to turn the accessories into an actual accessory, like a ring, a belt, a hat, a scarf, that kind of stuff. Once they don that accessory, they're able to use that person's energy to create armor and a weapon. And of course, there's different class systems because not everyone's going to be super overpowered. And it's got a lot of layers. So there's a lot going on in it. If you're looking for a shorter series, I would recommend the Accessory Wars. The books are longer, but there's only going to be about 5 or 6 in the series. If you're looking for a long fantasy series, I'd recommend the Untold Chronicles. The main series is going to be 32 books. Yes, I said that right, 32 books, with a 4-book side series and a 3-book after series, which takes place 17 years after the main series finishes. Yes, that's a lot of books. And I actually haven't written all of them yet. I've still got 4 books of the main series to write. I've got 1.5 and about 4/5 of the 3-side series to write, and then the 3-book after series I need to write. They're all in different stages. The first book obviously is up on there, and that is actually draft 7 of the book, believe it or not. Some of the books I have around draft 6, some are draft 3, some are only draft 1, so it's gonna take time for me to get to them all. They're not all gonna pop out at once because it takes a lot of time to do writing. For me, it's fun. It's a great way to spend my time, channel my energy, channel my thoughts, channel my feelings, and just kind of put out whatever's in my head. If I had to make a guesstimate, I've put in about 3,000 to 5,000 hours into my writing over the last 14 years since I started writing full-time as a hobby. A lot of time spent on that, and I know anyone out there who writes knows it's a very time-sinking hobby, but it's such a good hobby to do because you can really make yourself creative and figure out what you need to do. And it doesn't matter if your first draft sucks, because you can change it, you can write a better novel later, and you can learn from it, and you can learn to grow. Heck, the first drafts of my early books, terrible. Absolutely horrible. Actually, I looked at them a couple months ago, and it's just like, my God. They're awful. Especially some of my main characters. They were terrible people. Change. But yeah, I'm really excited to announce having my first book of the Untold Chronicles on Wattpad, as well as the Accessory Wars, and I would really love it if you guys could take a look. You don't have to, no pressure. No paid subscription is needed. All you do is need an account to read it. And even if you read only one chapter, that still means a whole lot to me because, like I said, it takes a lot of time to put into writing. And I really want to write not only a story I want to read, but a story that's enjoyable to other people. So thank you for all your love and support. I really hope to see you guys on Wattpad. And if you are on Wattpad, either as an independent writer or a fan fiction writer, leave your links below or leave your usernames below so then other people can see you. And if you have stories, leave a little blurb about what they're about, and then we can try and share more stories, because who doesn't like reading? If you're into writing, you're into reading. That's pretty much how it goes. If you're curious about different things on how to write, seeing as I've been writing for so long, if you're curious to different ways of how to write and different ways to go about writing, I do have a podcast series that I started not too long ago on my channel about writing advice. The first episode is up. It's on world building, which is pretty big in the fantasy market. If you don't like the crappy poem in the beginning of it, feel free to skip it. I tried to make something fancy. It didn't work out. But it's on world building, and it's on different techniques to how to world build based on your writing type, if you are a planner or a pantser, as well as some general writing tips on to do it. This month I'll be releasing another podcast since it's the oopy spoopy month of October, which means Halloween's coming up. I decided to do a podcast on creature creation. So creatures, beasts, things that go bump in the night, anything creepy, crawly, big, grotesque, or cute, or fluffy, or magical. So it's all gonna vary. I still need to finish the script for that. I'm about halfway done. But once that's done, I will record and get it up as soon as possible. I highly encourage people to give a listen. I know I'm not the person to listen to. I mean, there's so many other people with advice on BookTube, on AuthorTube, on Skillshare, Masterclass. There is clearly a lot of advice out there, so you don't have to listen to just me, but I do throw it out there just because I feel like I'm a little more practical, I guess? I don't know. But that's a series I'm doing, and I have a lot of topics for it. I've got like 6 columns on a sticky note written in microscopic print. I will never run out of topics for a very long time, especially if I'm only doing like 1 or 2 podcasts a month. If this is the kind of thing that you would like to see maybe on like iTunes or something, let me know, and I can put it on there so you don't have to pull up YouTube every time you want to hear it. If there's any topics you would like to see me do about in the future, just let me know down in the comments section, and I will certainly make a podcast on it, because I love writing advice. I love teaching people how to write. It's a lot of fun. That's why I love to beta. this was just an announcement video for you guys about my works on Wattpad. Again, you don't have to read them, but I would absolutely love it if you would, because my writing's very special to me, and it's gotten me through many dark days and many dark times, and it is so much a part of me that I couldn't honestly see my life without it. So thank you so much for all the love and support. If you want to share this links with a friend, that would be wonderful. And I hope to see you guys soon, either here or on the next podcast or my next book update. If you like my content, feel free to hit the like button, or if you want to see even more, hit the subscribe button. Again, links will be all down in the description for various things, such as charities you can donate to for the Black Lives Matter movement, different petitions you can sign, and whatever links I happen to put down there is probably my Instagram, but I'm terrible at posting on Instagram. Any of my followers there will know that. And I hope you all have a spooky Halloween season. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye!